In this video, I'm going to be doing the math competition, which is the first grade. Okay. Question 1, we have Maria has 3 apples and Jane has 8. How many do they have together? So basically this question is saying that if you were to combine all their apples, how many do they both have together? So for number 1, the first thing we could do is to add all of them. 3 apples plus 8, that will give me 11. So all of them, they both have 11 apples together. Number 2, if Bruce has 21 candies and gives 18 to Tony, how many does Bruce have left? So for this question, it's basically doing that Bruce is giving away 18 of his candies to Tony, so this is a basic subtraction. So I'm not sure this competition allows calculator, but I'm pretty sure it does not allow you to use a calculator. So we're just gonna do 21 minus 18. Okay, so 1 minus 8, we cannot do that, so we're gonna borrow 2. That becomes a 1. That becomes 11 minus 8. That is 3. And then 1 minus 1 is 0, so our answer is going to be 3. He has 3 apples left. Another way you could do this is to think of addition. Well, because addition and subtraction, they're opposite. When you get into algebra, you have to use those inverse operation in order to cancel them out. You could just do, if he gives 18 away, 18 plus what gives me 21? It has to be 3. 18 plus 3 equals 21. So our answer, if we're subtracting 21 minus 18, it's going to give me 3. So I can just do the opposite, like, I know that if I know that 18 plus 3 is 21, so our answer has to be 3. Okay, 12 plus what equals 17? One way you can do this is to subtract 12 from 17. So if we do that, we get 5. Okay, but let's say you're unsure how to begin this problem. I know this is a math competition, a first grade level. Well, one way to do this is to count. So if we have 12, okay, 12, and then I want to get to 17, so I can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Plus 5, that gives 17. That's another way you could do it. Number 4, 15 minus what equals 9? For this one, just think of addition. Okay, 9 plus what gives me 15? And then you just count. 9 plus 6 gives me 15. So if I'm doing 15 minus what, I have to be minusing 6. Okay, I have to minus 6. So 15 minus 6 is going to be 9. For number 5, if you have 12 apples and your friend gives you 8 more, how many do you have? Okay, question 5 is basically saying that we have 12 apples first, and then our friend gives me 8 more. And how many do you have? So this is a addition problem. 12 plus 8, and then I'm gonna have 20 apples total. 20 apples total. So my answer is gonna be B. Okay, be careful because this is written in word, okay, not number 4. So this is 13, 20, 17, 8. A first grader, it'll be kind of hard to distinguish which one is the correct number. Number 6, if you give a friend 13 cookies and then you have 5 left over, how many do you have to start? For this one, we just add them. Okay. Number 6, we do 13 plus 5 gives me 18. Okay. If I give a friend 13 cookies and I have 5 over, that means that I have 18 total, because 18 minus 13 is 5. This is how much I have left over. So our answer for this is going to be B, 18. Number 7, what numbers are missing? 4, 8, 12, blank, 20, 24, blank. Number 7 has a pattern for this. So I'm just gonna write everything down here. For 4 and 8, I know that it's gonna be increasing by 4 plus 4. And for 8 and 12 is gonna be plus 4 again. Okay? This, I don't know. I'll come back to it and then do that and that. But as you see from 20 and 24, it's going to be, again, plus 4. So the pattern for this is going to be adding 4. Add 4 and 4 after the previous number. So that means that this missing number is going to be 16. Okay, that's plus 4. Okay, plus 4. And 24 plus 4 is going to be 28. 28. So the numbers we're missing are 16 and 28. For number 8, is this statement true or false? 13 minus 8 equals 6. Well, let's check. You have a paper for this math competition, it'll be easier. Or you can just do it in your head. But for this video, I'm just going to show it on the screen. So 13 minus 8. Let's say we can 3 minus 8, we can't do it. So bar from 1, we get 0. So 13 minus 8. I can think of addition. 8 plus what? It gives me 13. It's going to be 5. Oh, this answer is not true because 13 minus 8 is not 6. So this is false. Number 9. 3 plus 7 plus 5 equals what? Okay. Let me write this. 3 plus 7 plus 5. So let's start with this one. 10 plus 5. That's going to give me 15. Or you can start with, let's say if we start with 7 plus 5. So 7 plus 5 is going to give me 12, and that's going to be 15. Yeah, same thing. So our answer for number 9 is going to be 15. Number 10. You have 18 flowers. You give 2 to Bill and 6 to Sue. How many you have left? Okay. One thing, the easiest way to do it is to add how many you gave away. So we gave 2 to Bill and 6 to Sue. So 2 plus 6 is 8. And then we minus that from our total flowers, the total amount of flowers we start with. So 18 minus 8, and then we have 10 flowers left. So number 10, we have 10 flowers, which is D. 11. 7 minus 2 plus 15. Well, let's start with this. So for PEMDAS, for this one, when we get an addition and subtraction, we can start left to right. Subtraction or addition. So 7 minus 2 is going to be 5 plus 15, which is going to give us 20. Okay, if we did it the other way, 7 minus 17, that's going to give me 10. That is wrong. Do not do that because you must use PEMDAS for this problem, this question right here. The incorrect way is that we added 2 and 15, which gave us 17, and then we minus 7. Oh, this would be negative 10. Well, negative is not here, so you must start with subtraction first, left to right. For number 12, Hector starts with 9 jelly beans. He gives 5 jelly beans to Sheldon, and then Angel gives Hector 7 jelly beans. How many jelly beans does Hector have now? Okay, for this one, we started with subtraction and then we ended up with addition. Hector had 9 jelly beans, okay? 9 jelly beans. He gives 5 jelly beans to Sheldon, so 9 minus 5. It's gonna give us 4. Okay, let me just put this vertical line. And then Angel gives Hector 7 jelly beans, so 4 plus 7. This is going to give us 11. So he has 11 jelly beans now. For question 13, what time is it? For this question, it's going to be a little bit hard if you are a person who is struggling to tell what time it is. Some you might think this is like 9:28, but it's not 9:28. You can see this is in the answer choice, which is A, but it's not. For this one, it is going to be D because the hour hand is the small one and the minute hand is the long one. Okay, this minute hand is right here between here. This like 28 right here, and this is 30. Okay, so for first graders, one thing to remember is you have the clock here. Okay, let me just draw a simple clock. One thing I like to do is to count by 5s for each of these numbers right here. So 5, 10, 15. That's going to be 3 here. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then 55, and this is 60, not 0. Okay, that's the thing to remember here. Okay, if you're new to learning how to read time, but it's easy, you have your phone, but this is saying that you're looking at a clock and you didn't have your phone or you have your watch on your wrist. So D is the correct answer. I think most first graders will choose A because it looks like the hour hand is closer to 9. So they would assume that it's going to be A, but technically it is not. For question 14, it is currently 1:20. Okay. Well, they did not tell us that is it AM, PM? Not sure. What time will it be in half an hour? So remember that. Let me write it down here. 14. Half an hour. For 60 minutes is 1 hour. Okay. If we're talking about half an hour, we had to divide this by 2. 60 divided by 2 is going to be 30. This is half an hour. We start at 1, so we have 120, okay? And then we have this number 30. So what I do is to add 20 and 30. So this is our start, okay? And our end is going to end at 150. So our answer for this is going to be B. So be careful in this. So if you're unsure what half an hour means, it just means half of 60, because in 1 hour there's 60 minutes. So half of 60 is 30. For question 15, what is needed to make this a true statement? So 14 is equal to 21, greater than, less than, or greater than or equal to. Well, one thing to do list for first graders is to use a number line, okay? So this is 15 and this, oh, sorry. Apologize, this is 14, not 15. Okay, so one thing you could be thinking is that, is 14 smaller than 21? Greater than 21? Well, which number has the bigger value? It has to be 21, because 21 is further from 14. And 14 is lesser than 21. They're not going to be equal to each other because they're not the same, right? So, for example, if we have an apple and an apple, they're the same. So we use the equal sign to make that a true statement, right? If we have 2 apples and 1 apple, that means that we have to use a greater than sign, because 2 apple is more than 1 apple. So for this one, it's going to be C, because 14 is less than 21. 16. A red stick is 13 inches long. A blue stick is 5 inches long. A yellow stick is the same length as the red stick. Which stick is the shortest? One way to approach this problem is to draw a picture. So a red stick, I'm using a red color. This is 13 inch. And we have a blue stick, 5 inches. These are not to scale. A yellow stick is the same length as the red stick, so 13 inch. So I'm just gonna label that's blue, that's yellow, that's red. Which stick is the shortest? Well, by looking, red and yellow have the same length, so it cannot be red and yellow. There's no green, so it cannot be green. So our answer for this is gonna be blue. As you can tell, if you draw a picture, it will likely help you understand the problem and give you your answer. So C is going to be our answer for question 16. Question 17. 14 plus 13 equals what? Okay. One thing to do this is to set it up. 14 plus 13. 4 plus 3 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. Our answer is 27. So B is 27. Question 18. This picture shows 1/3 of a pizza. So if you're wondering what does 1/3 mean, okay, 1/3. If this was written as a fraction, it would be 1/3, okay? So that is 1/3. So we're looking for pizza that has 1 slice over 3 slices. So this is like, think of it like as the total. Okay, that's in the denominator. So it cannot be A, because this is 1/2. This is 1/2. Okay, this is 1/3. Okay, so it will be B. C is 3/4, because you can see how many slices are there. D is 2/3, which cannot be that. So our answer has to be B. Which shape is the pentagon? Okay, a pentagon, remember that a pentagon has 5 sides, okay? It cannot be A, because this is a rectangle, because it has 4 sides. A triangle here has 3 sides, so it cannot be B. Okay, this is a circle, or also known as a semicircle, because it's cut in half. So this has 1 and 2 sides. For a semicircle, it cannot be that. Pentagon has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer has to be D. Okay, if you're familiar with a pentagon, this should not be a hard question. Question 20. You have total of 9 marbles in the bag. 3 are blue, 2 are red, and the rest are green. Which marble color do you have the most? Well, let's write down the information we have. So we have 9 marbles in the bag, so that's our total right here. So we know that 3 are blue, so I'm going to say 3B. B stands for blue, 2 are, and the rest are green. This is going to be a total of 5M, okay? Now, I can just subtract 5 from 9, so 9 minus 5 and 4. So and the rest are green. So in which marble do you have the most? The most I have is going to be green, because you can say that this is, I have 3 blues, 2 reds, and 4 greens. So the marble color that we have the most is going to be green. Question 21. What symbol is needed to make this a true statement? So for this one, we have 2 big numbers. Okay, don't be overwhelmed by this question or confused, or it may seem a little bit more daunting. So 4,321 blank, 4,231. So we need to find a symbol that makes this a true statement. Okay, it cannot be D because they're not the same number. Okay, it has to be C. Okay, you're unsure what this symbol means, just think of it. So think of this as an alligator for first graders. Okay, like this, this is like an arrow, left arrow and that's right. But think of it, this one wants to eat the one that is bigger, and this one wants to eat the one that is lesser or bigger. Okay, this is a less than or equal to for that. It cannot be A or B because 4,321 is not less than 4,231, so it has to be C. 22. We have 26 plus 10 plus 9 plus 2. How do you approach this problem? Well, the first thing to do is to do it step by step. So I'm going to add 26 and 10. So let me just rewrite this. 26 plus 10 is 36 plus 9 plus 2. I'm doing it step by step. You can see 45 plus 2, and then 45 plus 2 is going to give me a 47. So D is our answer. 23. There are 6 grade levels in Isidore Cohen with 2 classes per grade level. Sorry if I mispronounced that. How many classes does Isidore Cohen have? So this one is going to be a multiplication problem. I see. Okay, you recognize if this was a multiplication, then you are on track. So there's 6 grade levels and it has 2 classes per. Okay, per tells us something. Okay, so for this one we had to start with 6 times 2. Okay, that gives us 12. So 30 is gonna be 12. Okay, that's the first way to do it. A second way to do it is to add. Okay, if you know there's 6 grade levels and there are 2 classes, okay, 2 classes in that per grade level, we can just draw one. So let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's put 2 classes, the number 2 in each of these. 2, 2, 2, 2, and then let's add all these 2, and then we're gonna end up with 12. Okay, that's the second way to do it. So these are 2 ways you could approach this problem when you get to 23. It may seem a little bit harder or a little bit complex and you don't have a calculator, but technically it is not that difficult. So that was my attempt at the math competition first grade. I'm not sure how well I did because I don't have the answer key with this. If you want to try this math competition for yourself, you can check out the link in the description, which I will provide a PDF of this exact competition problems. Thanks for watching.